Welcome to Overdrive AF, the official podcast of Overdrive Fitness. My name is Teddy Gerzon, and I'm joined by Gina Marie Gerzon.
What is up, people? My people.
And putting it all together for us, Destroyer.
What's up?
All right, and so we're actually filming this a day later than we normally would. It's a Sunday in New York, 90 degrees and sunny. We're in the first stages of this heat wave that has come, and thank God that we got our AC fixed, thanks to Weekday Warrior Larry.
Yes.
Perfect timing. It was done yesterday. So.
Because the dogs would have been miserable.
Yes. Very. They would not have been happy.
I have 2 fans running in my room.
You have 2 fans running in your room?
Times,
Yes.
Nice. Keeping the air flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I got the hottest room in the house.
Oh, yeah?
Sun hits it. It's super dark. It's in the back corner.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. It's a
Yeah.
tough go at it. So I need that extra oomph.
That's okay. That's good. Preparation is the key.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always ready.
We were in the heat yesterday though, right?
Yeah.
Because we were at a baby shower for former athlete, current Weekday Warrior, Julian Conover.
Woo!
Right? Training that guy since he was in 5th grade. So, actually, you know what's crazy? I think the age he is now is when I was that age when I first started training him. And now, 60 years later, here we are. And he's having a baby. All right, so
Right.
how many gray hairs later on my head, and he's now having a baby. So that's pretty crazy to think of.
And what's nice that he's literally traveled along with us in the journey, along our journey.
It's a great, beautiful weekend for your birthday.
Yes.
Destroyer.
Yeah, absolutely.
How old are we now?
22.
22. Deuce.
Getting up there.
It's getting serious.
Yeah. Now, the celebratory year of adulthood is over.
Yeah.
And it's just into being a regular
You're in purgatory.
adult. Yeah.
It's all right,
Yeah.
what now?
Yeah. I tried to say and make it happen that turning 22 is the new turning 21. We actually got to go out this year.
You got robbed of it
Yes.
last year.
Yeah. Went out to have drinks this time.
Good.
Nice.
It was pretty good. On Friday it was weird. It was actually raining crazy heavy for the whole day
Yeah.
until an hour before me and all my friends got together. It was kind of perfect timing for that to stop. So,
Well,
Yeah.
Transformation, a lot of rebirth, right, as we call it.
yeah.
When that rain comes.
signifies change.
Yes.
Miss Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, there we go.
You had her
That's
too?
it.
Yep.
Yes. You had her as Hinchcliffe or Kearns?
Currents.
Oof.
Yeah.
I had the OG.
Yeah, so I'm not that old.
Yeah. Burn. Yes, I bring that up every time we watch a movie or TV, and there's a rain scene or some sort of water, and I was like, change, something's about to happen.
Yes. He makes sure he reminds me of that. Look, G, there's rain. You know what that means.
I was thinking about that in the movie I watched last night. The big rain scene was the turning of the tide.
Shawshank.
High Fidelity.
High Fidelity, solid. It's a great movie.
Quintessential Jack Black performance.
Nice.
So yeah, since we're already on you, give us an update from this past week for you.
Yeah, mileage was down a bit this week since there was a lot of rain and not particularly great weather. So I think I only got in 12 or 18 miles this week. Gonna make sure to get another one in today at least.
Good, yeah.
But I did a lot of lifting at home, which felt good. I hadn't done that much consistently
Great.
in a while. It was 3 days in a row.
It's good. Really good.
With some heavy lifting, so
Excellent.
that felt good for sure.
Mm-hmm. You gotta keep filling out those tank tops and t-shirts, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Considering that, thighs are in for you guys,
Thighs are the new
so
buys.
above the knee shorts.
For
You gotta
sure.
show the quads off and stuff.
Yeah, we got to be ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go.
So let's go.
Hot boy summer.
Thought boy summer. So yeah, it's what else do we got going on? Jason Vosler.
Oh my God, he is on a tear.
So he got called back up, right? And those of you who aren't familiar with it, like when you are on the 40-man roster for Major League Baseball, right? I think it's 4 years of options that you're allowed. So basically, he's in his first year, right, of the 40-man, or being on the 40-man roster in that contract, whatever. So the first option year of that, he can be sent back down to the minors and called back up basically as many times as they want to. There's no limit on it. The veterans, that can't happen. It's like once they're sent down, then they're done, right? So, yeah, so he got called back up against the Cubs. They're playing the Cubs in San Fran, right? So that's the team that drafted him, right? He gets put in to pinch hit in the fourth inning. 1-2 pitch, boom, fucking hit a bomb to dead center. And,
How long?
That was 429 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty deep part of the park too. Dead center in San Fran is 391. So, yeah, he hit a fucking bomb.
He was in the zone.
Yeah, he just turned
Saw
on
his
that quick. And
eyes.
like everyone, like the commentators said it right away too. They're like, and it's off the team that drafted him. They're like, you don't think that's on his mind right now? I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
They won too, obviously. They actually put up a lot of runs that day. But yeah, no, hats off to Jason, fucking just crushing it.
Amazing.
Literally. And he started at second base last night actually too.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I forgot about
you
that.
telling me. Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
You were reading everything off.
Batted
We go over
7th.
all that.
Yeah. I have all the alerts on my phone for his for the Giants and for the River Cats, his AAA team. So anytime something happens, the lineup's posted, transactions done, I'm just like looking at my Apple Watch. So
Teddy's-
Unofficial manager type stuff.
yeah.
He's woken me up like I must have been just falling asleep one night. Jason got called back up again. And I'm like, you woke me up for that? You could have told me in the morning. I mean, it's very exciting. We want the best for him always.
But
And I'm
also
telling
don't
you.
sleep.
It's like, considering we don't get much of it, and we always preach quality sleep, get your sleep, recovery. So I was like, just hitting that point, and all of a sudden I was like, okay, great, but I'm going back to sleep.
And then I went to snoring like immediately after that. So yeah, it's just fucking awesome watching his journey. But what else do we have to cover?
Cece and Nesteban we saw last night as
Right.
well.
Yes.
So we went from Julian's baby shower, Jamie and Julian's baby shower, who, right, Julian, it started as, right, starting as a baby, and now he's having a baby.
Yeah.
So, and he's been through his, trials and tribulations, and what a fighter he's been from his childhood all the way into his 20s now, and this new chapter. But Cece Nesteban, who actually met here at Overdrive, talk about a true love story. And Esteban was also one of your athletes from
Yes.
when he was, 13 or 14 years old?
Well, no. He was already in college.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm mistaking him. 18. So,
Yeah,
right? I'm
18,
sorry. I'm
19,
mistaking him
something
from
like
somebody
that.
else. I apologize.
Yeah.
There's been so many. But Cece and Esteban met here, and so we went out to dinner with them. We met them in Piermont and had a wonderful, wonderful dinner. And she's been training with us remotely. They live in Connecticut now because both of their jobs, it's just much closer for them to commute. And they've been working throughout the entire lockdown, and now that everything's starting to open up again, it was just wonderful to see them. She's 6 months, just past the 6-month mark, and she is all belly. You would never even know she was pregnant. She's been training remotely with us since the beginning, doing her nutrition. She looks absolutely fabulous. It's so wonderful for moms to see this, and other moms out there too. So she has a doctor who promotes exercise and resistance training during your pregnancy. The research is there, and it preaches that. She's been so good to her body. She rests when she needs to. Esteban's been such a trooper. He's been awesome this whole time. And they're ready to go. Like, I'm just so proud of them.
And no, he hasn't had any sympathy.
No, I gotta tell you, he's been on point because they train together.
Right. Well, that's what
they
I mean.
train.
Like, rather than sympathy weight.
Sympathy gains with a Z.
Oh, with a Z, right?
Not with an S.
Z.
Yes, no, he's definitely had
point.
sympathy gains.
Yeah, no, he looks awesome too. He's really working that beard. Calm, cool, collected. They're perfect for each other. It was just so good to. God, we were at the restaurant for over 3 hours. The owner was trying to get us out, I think, because we were just having such a great conversation.
Yeah.
And he needed the table, but there's never enough time that we get to spend with them. I was just so happy to see the both of them.
Great restaurant too. Shout out to Tara's Antopolis for just surprising us with a gift certificate. She wanted to force us to have another date night. That's why she's keeping the streak alive.
We've been.
It's like 5-6 weeks in a row now. We've had a date night.
Right? We walk our talk as best we can. We're getting that recovery in. So whether it's a date night, resting, watching your favorite movie on the couch, meditating, taking a break from your training, getting a walk in, a book, whatever, gardening, whatever makes you happy, whatever allows you to recover. So we enjoy going out to dinner. We enjoy just sitting down and talking. And as much as we love Overdrive and all of our members and our athletes, it's just nice to talk about life and connect with other people.
Get dressed and look like an adult.
Totally. Like, get dressed up and wear our real rings and not, right?
Yup.
And not just wear, tank tops and capri pants or shorts or whatever and sneakers.
So, that was great. That was a fun night. Back to professional athletes, though. Just speaking about it, like Jason, obviously he's killing it. But I guess the topic of the day that we plan talking about was just, I guess, I would like to try to help people be more of a gentleman as far as attending a sporting event. So I'm not, and I say that joking. Like, I don't mean like you gotta be all prim and proper all the time, but it's more of just like you're going to a sporting event, you're going to a game to have fun, to enjoy yourself, right? It's a fucking game, right? And you're an adult. So if sports matters to you this much, like there's nothing else more important than sports in your life, and you're not a professional athlete, it's literally not your job, you're not a sports journalist, you work a regular 9 to 5, but like your heart rate depends on the success of your fucking Yankees or Jets or whatever fucking team gives you a heart attack all the time, then like maybe you need to reevaluate your life, because there's been a lot of hate lately out there. And like, it's one thing, when I was a child, I hated Reggie Miller. I was a fucking child. I had no idea about anything, right? Hated Jordan, but respected him, right? I was a diehard Knicks fan, right? Through college, which if you look back on yourself and that was college years, you're still a child, right? Through college, I hated everything Boston. Like, I wouldn't even drink a Sam Adams Boston Lager.
No Boston cream donut.
I did not ever bite into a Boston cream donut.
We've had this conversation.
The only thing Boston related that I would actually fuck with was the band, and that's it. Everything else Boston. What's up?
I thought you were gonna say The Departed.
The Departed was a sick movie. I mean, I love Mark Wahlberg, so, but like, dude. Now, like, in recent events, so like, it's the NBA playoffs, first round of the playoffs last week, right? There was like 4 or 5 incidents of like fucking water bottles being thrown at players, spitting on fans, spitting on players, right? And then the vile shit they're saying
Unbelievable.
This might be news to some of you, but a lot of those pro athletes have dealt with a lot of shit their whole life. So you can probably say some of the most disgusting things to them. It's not going to faze them. So let me tell you something. If you really want to get under someone's skin, you say something like absurd that's like not even close to being true, right? So like I happen to think I'm a very good heckler. I take a lot of pride in my heckling.
I must say that, yeah, I would, because it's hysterical.
Because it's like you got to go the opposite direction, right? So it's too easy to just curse and say you suck. Like, wow, cool. You paid $120 to sit field level just to say you suck. Good job. I'm so glad that the public school system has failed you so bad.
Crumbling under the pressure of being there.
Yeah, like Miss Hinchcliffe would not be happy with my vernacular if that's all I ever said at a fucking game. But like, you gotta attack like dumb shit, right? Like, I usually start off with like, first you gotta get their attention, and it's being persistent and consistent.
I
So
just keep
remember-
thinking about what he said. Well, I know what he said.
Some of the things I say.
Your mom wears combat boots.
Yeah, your mother wears combat boots. But first I started off with, I got to get their attention, right? So you've
Yeah.
been with me where like 3 straight innings, I'm only yelling their name. Michael! Michael! And then finally, if I feel like I got like some sort of reaction out of them, then I start chipping away. I say like, your mother wears combat boots, or I'll be like, Michael Brantley can't parallel park. Like dumb shit like that, because like that shit, it gets into their heads and they're like, that's what he's saying. Like everyone, there's some things that are off limits to me, right? Don't attack someone's family, like they're playing a game for a living. Don't be so fucking jealous and petty that like they don't bring their family into it, right? I never go there. I do my best to not curse unless someone's pissing me off at the game that is not an athlete. Then I'll let them know what day it is, what time it is. And, you know, just try to be funny, but like keep up with the times. So I remember I'll be like, Michael thinks that Game of Thrones is only okay. Boo! Bro, I don't even watch Game of Thrones. But like everybody does. And everybody loves Game of Thrones. So I get the whole fucking fan section going
I mean,
with that
everybody
shit.
was hysterical. That the most recent time we went to go watch the Yankees, before the whole lockdown and everything too. That I think how many rows were thinking back. Everybody was hysterical.
They were like in tears.
Oh my god.
And like no one was even that drunk yet.
I mean,
It was
you
the
had
second
the
inning.
one person that, that you know, but
That was
I
after
mean,
the
you
game.
can't please everybody. So.
Yeah. My bachelor party was pretty solid too with the heckling there. I
Even
think
Drew, who's not a heckler, he was in on it.
I got him going.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, because it's infectious. You have to say things that are funny, right? There's no creativity in attacking someone's family, someone's race, someone's religion. Like, cool, you said something that was fucking obvious. But, like, tell a professional athlete he pees sitting down.
Oh, that was another one.
That is fucking gold. And I'm not ashamed to say I pee sitting down on leg day. My legs are too sore for me to fucking stand. I'll squat right down. I don't give a shit.
Okay, that was too much
truly
information,
alpha.
and we're
Whatever,
married.
it's less of a
No,
mess.
that's alpha to admit.
I don't need.
That's a pro tip.
That's
Yeah.
an alpha move right there.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Just-
Good job, Des.
Yeah.
Actually, I was applauded on an alpha move yesterday.
Which one was this?
When we walked into the baby shower, they're like, "Of course you would walk in with a 9-foot tall purple unicorn."
Oh yes, this is true.
I was like, "There's no shame here."
It was lavender, actually.
Yes.
It was lavender.
Even
It is
better.
lavender.
I treat all my colors like
Lavender's
fucking
the new
Gatorade. So lavender is purple.
Glacier.
It's a shade.
Glacier is blue. Cool blue is blue. Turquoise is green. So yeah, it's but no, like, I mean, what else what else would you have to say when it comes to heckling?
Well, I mean, and I think it's right. So it's more about proper fan etiquette and appropriate heckling. Heckling that's pertains to the activity, I guess. But even what about? And we've seen it plenty of times where we go to support our athletes as much as we can. So whether it's our elementary school, even high school and college, parents don't need to be following the coaches back into the parking lot and giving them a hard time and giving them a piece of their mind. And my son or my daughter does this, that, and the other thing. Do that job for a living. Let's see what happens. Or even on the sidelines, in the stands, behind where the coach stand. When they're working, you're not doing the job. You're a spectator. Be respectful.
Yeah.
And again, we don't need to be cursing. We don't need to be throwing things. Enjoy the combat. Enjoy it. They're playing each other for a reason, and a lot of the times there's friends from one side to the other. They still need to shake hands and be respectful. You're trying to teach them again that proper etiquette
After the game, though.
after the game. Sorry.
I used to never allow the friendliness during the game.
No, well, after, yes,
Yeah.
be
No, I'm just saying.
respectful of each other.
We've gone into a world now where like everyone's like dapping each other up like every play. I'm like, how is there gonna ever be any animosity if all you're it's a good play, bro. Oh, sweet, nice shot.
There were tennis matches where I refused to shake hands post-match.
You're a big John McEnroe fan, aren't you?
I was a big. I was Nanuet's McEnroe. Sans
That's
the
what's up.
talent.
Had the shorts though.
Yeah, the shorts and the hair.
And the terry cloth headbands.
Yeah, and the screams, but the record might not.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
McEnroe's my grandma's favorite player. So yeah, no, it's you gotta have proper fan etiquette. You have to have fun. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but it costs a lot of money for us to go to games, right? Between like tolls, gas, let alone ticket price, but then food, drink, subway, right? And how many hours a week do we work? I'm not gonna go to be miserable at a game.
And stop being so effing selfish. I mean, people are all there around you too. It's not about you, bro. Let everybody enjoy themselves.
Yeah. And it's entertainment at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Like especially
That's
like
it.
basketball and stuff, they're putting on a spectacle for you for like 2.5 hours.
They're
I'd
doing
be like if you showed up to like a play
yeah.
and were like, "Fuck you," and started being like racist to everyone on stage.
You're a
Like,
spectator.
You wouldn't do that. It's the same.
You're not black enough for Hamilton.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. Like how people just they get so bothered by it. Like,
Have
do it in
fun.
pro wrestling. Go to a fucking wrestling show and act that way, right? Because like
They want that.
they want that.
Yeah.
Like Roddy Piper.
And that would be proper
Loved
fan
that.
etiquette in that arena,
Yeah.
in a sense, you know?
No, I remember going to, when I was a kid, we used to go to like SmackDown
Hell
live
yeah.
tapings.
Oh, yeah?
And I would be like 7 or 8, like screaming. at the wrestler.
But they feed off of that. They want,
Yeah.
right?
That's
You
what
have the
you're
good
supposed to do.
characters, the bad characters.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been
Baby
watching.
faces and the heels.
Oh yeah.
Right. And that's how they kind of conjure up.
Yeah. It
You know.
benefits the story.
Thank you.
Yes.
But
Couldn't get the words
at
out.
an NBA game, that's not as much the case.
Yeah. So, people need to calm the fuck down.
It's really.
We literally just went through a year of like lockdowns and basically no fucking sports.
Yeah.
So to like, this is how you're gonna act in public. Like, this is why we can't have nice things. You're watching it with me. I love the Roddy Piper biography that they did, where they were talking about how much of a heel he was, how much he got people to hate him, like to the point where that leather jacket he would always wear later on in his career was Kevlar lined because he's been stabbed so many times, just like walking to the ring or out of the ring, that he's just like, you know what, I got to watch myself. But like he was so deep in character, like people really thought he was an asshole like that. Yeah. Anyway, I love the story where it was early in his career. He had already been all over the bagpipe shtick, and I think they were in Mexico or something like that. So he had already like said so. He was trash talking the Guerrero family, and basically made fun of them for being Mexican, right? So now he's in a very pro-Mexican crowd, and he's like, I wanted to apologize. Now this was indirect, but like he didn't mean to do this, but it just showed you like how genius of a heel he was. He's like, so he goes out to the ring and he goes, everybody please stand for the Mexican national anthem. So he was going to play the Mexican national anthem with his bagpipes. He played La Cucaracha. He like had no idea.
They got even more pissed.
Oh my God.
Was he receiving death threats over there?
There wasn't a city he went to there he didn't receive death
because
threats.
He was there with his family, right?
No, not that one, no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not at that time, yeah. But I think that was before he even started a family, like right before. But I mean, that's awesome, right? Well, like their reaction to that's perfect in a wrestling event, right? Because it's sports entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, props to like Trey Young for like embracing it to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Like performing in the face of all that shit and like thriving.
Well, energy is energy, so it's like you can either waste your energy fighting against that, or you can just absorb it and use it, and that's what he did. Yeah,
so like he almost was acting like a wrestling heel by the end of
it. It was like I only hate him because he's not a Nick. Like if he did that shit as a Nick, I'd be like, let's fucking go.
Yeah. So.
Just like Conor McGregor, he's an asshole. I love him.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah. But like, you don't need to be spitting on them to get that.
Yeah, don't spit on people.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Don't throw water bottles at
in
him.
General.
I don't know if you remember. Actually, the thing is, when were you born?
99.
I don't think you remember this at all. But John Rocker, do you remember him at all? Yeah, he was a relief pitcher for the Braves, and he said some shit about New Yorkers in general, just like being like weird and just strange people, just talking shit about New York. Like basically, I hate going to New York. It's like the place sucks. Blah blah blah. So his first game in New York, after making those comments, people were throwing D batteries at him at Shea Stadium. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Throwing like cell phones and D batteries at him. Like, yo, it's a fucking game.
Yeah.
People say dumb shit. Like,
the big one I remember is Malice at the Palace. 04.
Yeah, no one's throwing water bottles at Ron Artest and Jermaine O'Neal ever.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah, that was crazy.
Because people forget, like, if you were on the street with these guys, you wouldn't be saying or doing that
Oh my
shit.
God.
So why do it now?
Do you remember that? It was the Pacers at Pistons, and the fight broke out between the players and the fans in the stands.
I don't know if I remember.
Oh, that was amazing.
That's crazy.
Oh my.
I was on the player side of that. I was like, good for them. Because guess what? As much trouble as they all were going to get in, they still got to play NBA careers after that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Fucking worth it.
I mean, I think just it shouldn't have been an issue to start with.
Yeah.
Just don't do that. It's one of those things where it's just like, it's so easy to not do that.
And again, with everything else going on in this world, it's like we're trying to make changes, and you're throwing lighter fuel in the fire. Lighter fuel in the fire.
I think it's great stuff. Like you'll see like random women at a basketball game, just like doing the crybaby face to LeBron. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, or like when they were chanting like Trey Young's balding.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like that's fine. That's like, funny and harmless.
Exactly, and he knows it.
Yeah.
So like
yeah.
you know, that's
they
fine.
didn't make that up.
Yeah. So, like that, shit like that is hysterical. But, no,
Proper
like,
fan etiquette.
It goes back to being alpha. Don't be a dick.
yeah, don't be a dick.
Rule number 1.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's all I really have to say on that. Be creative. Be pretty trendy. Like,
Be respectful.
make what you say be relatable so that other people can jump in and enjoy the same laughter that you're trying to generate.
Because then you're not being alpha either, right? Because then you're bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's goes back to rule number 1 is don't be a dick.
Yeah.
And the reason why it always pays to go the funny route when it comes to heckling is because these guys are so laser focused and like have such tunnel vision, they block out all distractions. That like, I don't care who you are, once you start laughing because you got distracted, like everything's off. And at least you made someone laugh. Like they'll always remember that. I think one of the worst things I probably said was
Was this going on during the game, like in the game, and what did the refs do?
I don't know if they hear all of it.
Because that's interference, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes and
I
no.
mean, for the guy that ran on the court, they obviously stopped it.
Yeah.
The throwing of food and water happened after the game,
Mm-hmm.
and those guys got arrested.
But like the vile shit is subjective, so like the refs really don't have to do anything about it, but they can. Like they can remove a fan if they want
Well,
to.
the spitting and I'm just saying, if somebody threw water on somebody could fall and get hurt.
Yeah.
Somebody or food too, they can slip and.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you never know.
I think at this point all the fans have been reprimanded.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they should be.
As they should be. Yeah. You had a thought and I interrupted you.
No,
Sorry.
I don't really think I did actually.
Oh.
But no, it's just don't be a
Heckle
dick.
properly.
Yes. Have
Be
fun.
respectful. Yeah.
And for parents too, like just like you said.
Know
just-
your place. You're a spectator. Know your place. You don't, and it's the same with us too. You know, we'll have people coming in, and it's like they know what their child needs to do, or you can't follow the coach off the field and into the parking lot and make threats, or that kind of thing either. It's like
Leave the ref alone.
In my
Seriously.
experience, the worst parents, like the parents that act the worst, were never the parents of the star athlete, like the one that went the furthest in their career. I've always seen like the parents of athletes that like you could see were light years above every one of their peers. Those people were fucking silent. And if their kid made a mistake, they're like, all right, I'm not going to get on him because it's tough, But like some of these parents, I'm just like, yo, it's fucking CYO basketball. Your son is like 4'10". Like, just stop acting like he's going to the NBA. You're 5'2".
Unless he was Obi Toppin at St. Anthony's.
Yeah.
When my dad was coaching.
Yeah. That was a sick time of basketball. Crazy.
that's funny.
But yeah, that's all I really have to add to
I
this.
think you got your point across. I think that was.
Anything else to add?
I think we did it.
People need to do their homework and prepare themselves.
Again, happy birthday to Destroyer.
Yes, Desi.
Appreciate it.
Maybe we'll have to do like a belated celebration with some cupcakes.
We can do a cake eating video or something.
Yum.
We have to throw in a clip of Jesse saying "Cake Eater" from Mighty Ducks. What's up, Cake Eater? Cake Boy.
Cake, yum.
So yeah,
Cookies,
that's all I really have to add.
cookies.
Remember, for the best supplements to help you on your journey to being the best version of yourself, check out Prestige Labs. For our discount, our affiliate discount, you can always just go to overdrivefitnessny.com and then click on Prestige to automatically get that. They just dropped the cookies and cream protein. Did we go over that last time or no?
I think we did mention it.
Okay,
That-
well,
yeah.
here's a reminder because
It
it's
was-
fucking great. And
Well, they were getting ready to drop it, I think.
yes, and their greens are back in stock. It's officially out. It's for sale.
Macro friendly.
And that's it. That's all I got for you guys this week. So catch us next week for another episode of Overdrive AF.